No, it's too rough. It's not enough to just be gentle. So don't wanna make it hard, 'cause it's all way too simple. I understand that your body needs attention, and I wanna take away all your body's aggression, but don't be too rough. I love it, touch it, soft and gentle. So don't wanna be hard, 'cause it's always too simple. I really wanna stop loving you, girl. So don't you ever stop being stop loving you, boy. So don't you ever stop giving me joy. How gentle. Please be very gentle. When I'm loving you. When I'm loving you. Boy, I hope you understand that your love's my addiction. Chance if you will leave, then you'll become my addiction. I die. I won't give up being touched because it's simple. So what I love most of all is your love is so gentle. Yeah. Girl, I had to rock it. I had to rock it. I had to rock it. Go ahead, do it. Do it, Saint. Do it, Saint. Get high. Get high, Saint. Right. I had to do it. I had to do it. The song is like 1,000,000 months old right now. Like it's really long. It's really long. So I wanted to cut it a little bit, but welcome. Before you even start the talk, I want to welcome everybody to the Indie Rollout exclusives with Rema The Great. But I have to do this introduction. I want to say something to you that you probably don't know, Saint. You were my first official interview when I started the Indie Rollout exclusives. I just want you to know that. And for you to be back is like really monumental, especially for this particular episode. So I want to say thank you for being here. But
wow,
I need to break down all of that you've been through, everything that you've got going on. I want to put that on real quick. So I want to shout out the man. Let's read these accolades out loud. Out loud. As of July 3rd, 2020, the Being Gentle single featuring Sinead Goss released. Number one, the first thing, it peaked at number 97 on Global Top 200, hit number one on Indie Soul charts, hit number one on 100, hit number one on 100 Hip Hop and R&B Miami, hit number 16 on Global Hip Hop and R&B charts, top 50, Cause and Effect, Sirius Radio, XM Heart and Soul Alternative Radio performed that Slow Jam Heart and Soul 3rd year anniversary that featured Tony Terry, Howard Hewitt, Glenn Jones. I still got more. I'm just gonna read this. I'm gonna read this. It's gonna take a minute. I got to, because I ain't even peeking yet. Let me finish going. The Face. Then we got performed that Virtual Harlem Music Festival performance. October 23rd, 2020, released Throwback Covers, Volume 1. Currently 1,473,342 organic streams. Spotify and counting. Single Baby Come To Me featuring Sinead Goss. Number 14 on the official U.S. Indie Soul charts. Single Being Gentle with Sinead Goss again, currently being nominated for the Best Soul Single 2020 via Blackout Soul Awards. Currently, Saint Jaimz presents. Oh, we're going to talk about Saint Jaimz Presents. Oh, you know we are. Which is a showcase is not only his artistry, but his skill set on original production, writing, and authenticity. I'm sure I'm saying this right. Even in the redoing a cover record to extend the household name and label brand. Currently released. Here we go. First installment of the trilogy called This D, featuring Saint Jaimz, original solo. Also under Saint Jaimz Presents, a record titled Suck It Up, featuring Rena Lynn. Make It Do What It Do, featuring Saint Jaimz, original solo. So I did the rundown. I want to say thank you for blessing us again, Saint. I just had to I had to hit all of that. That's
Man.
what we've been up to for the last couple of months. I can't even say what you been up to for the last few months. I already know. It's
Right.
phenomenal.
Right. That's what's up. That's
Saint.
what's up. Hey, I'm seeing
So
you, girl. You be getting it in. You get to this. I love it. Go ahead.
I know. I just had to find my little thing, and once I found it, it was over. Um, so
Nice.
a little few changes has happened since the last time you've been on the show. So what I do is I ask a regular question and I ask a really out of the box weird question, make you think. Okay, you down for it? We gonna play today.
Okay. I like
All
it.
right.
Let's do it. Yes,
So
man.
I want to do
Let's get it.
the first question. Now that all this time has come past, how do you feel now in your glory? How do you feel now? Besides, like how you felt from back then to now, how do you feel? The difference in it.
Uh, as you work hard and you see the fruits of your labor, and it's obviously when I say I, meaning my team and I, because I'm a team player, and I know I can do this by myself without people around me that supported me, including you guys at Hood Media NYC, and a lot of other promotions people I rock with. I feel great. I'm humbled by the fact that the music that I'm doing is starting to become received, and it should have never been a question that R&B music is not dead. Are you scared? Excuse me. Half of us was made on R&B. Come on now.
Most of
I
us,
mean,
right?
most of us was conceived or born or even delivered in the delivery room playing some R&B music. Shoot, and if not, the doctor had some R&B in their head.
As they was
Come
pulling
on
you up
now.
too.
That's right. So I feel like I got so much more to go because I'm still independent and mainstream success. Uh, I don't know if it may elude me in the future. I'm not looking for it ultimately. I just want to continue to do what I'm doing and stay thirsty, stay hungry on the grind, and keep focusing on just keep putting out great content. They may be able to deny me as an independent artist, but they can't deny those records, man. Those records are mainstream records.
All right, nice. Thank you. So now it's here a
Thank you.
silly question. You ready for a silly question?
Okay. Let's get it.
If there was an animal you could talk to, which animal would you like it to be?
I want to talk to an elephant because the
Why?
elephant's always in the room, baby. You
They are.
understand?
They
And the
are.
elephant never forgets,
Never. So it
and
has
they
all
never
this
forget,
memory.
baby. That's right. Like a
I
hard
bet.
drive.
Any elephant though,
Let's
like
go.
any elephant, or would you like go to Africa to visit a real elephant, or would you want the elephant in the zoos?
You got to go. You can't be dealing with them New York City zoo elephants, man. Come on, San Diego Zoo. They
You
don't
know
know
what they're
nothing.
gonna
They
tell you?
spoiled. They lazy. We talking about African elephants that survive. Go ahead.
Oh my gosh. It says, I had to look at the question again. Hold on, what did I write?
Okay.
All right. So for those that are a little bit more older, getting in the business and being in the business, for yourself though, what pushes you even more now at your age? Like what inspires you? What motivates you to just go for it right now? Continuously.
I don't want to be broke, sis. I don't want to be. I grew up poor. I grew up without food, and sometimes we didn't know how we was gonna eat it. You know how it is, the government stuff, the food stamps. I keep it 100. I
Right.
come from Chicago. I grew up in the projects, man, and it was like, I mean, it's not unlike any other Black American story in America right now. I'm talking about back to that time, 60s, like mid 60s, 70s, 80s, impoverished. So not wanting to go without being able to feed myself, my children, my family, it drives me not so much as financially, but goals, stability, legacy, and benefits. You want to leave your family a life insurance policy. You want to have a will so they're not fighting over your property when you're gone. You want to leave your
Right.
catalog of music to the right to people that they can disperse. And when royalties checks come in, your family's still getting taken care of. You know what I mean? Frank Sinatra's kids still eating and he been gone. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
black folks, we got to do better with that kind of stuff, man. So that's what keeps me consistently driving and grinding on this hustle of this music industry, because I don't want to go back to ever in my life to being in a place where I can't eat what I want, go where I want, and be safe.
Love it. I don't think any of us does. I think we all are striving for the better, and I appreciate that. Like,
Absolutely.
yeah. And I don't want to be broke either.
Yes.
I've come from the same background, and I strive for the better. That's why you see this whole
Right.
new, I guess 180 you haven't seen in a while. It just was one of those
I
things I
like
just
it.
walked into.
I
It's
like
like,
it.
if I need to be camera ready, I'm gonna be camera ready every day, all the time. That's what we do. So
Right.
back to the crazy question.
Hey, you gorgeous. You're beautiful. Beautiful girl. For real.
Keep it going. Keep it
That's
going.
what's up. You want more? Some more? Some more?
Yeah,
Woo,
some
you
more.
fine,
Some
girl.
more.
You are
Bring it
fine.
in. Yes. Yes. No.
She's my
Seriously.
Monday. She's my weekend. Go ahead.
You better stop.
I don't know. I was getting, I know there's a little bit of a delay, so it's all good. But I was like, I had a song for you. You'll never find.
I love that one. I love that one. Look.
Hey, that's what's up.
So here's the next question. Okay. Um. It's another animal question.
Okay.
Or should it be something animal? No, I'm gonna check something else. I'm gonna do something else.
Okay.
Have you ever caught anything on fire when you cooked?
Yes.
What was it?
Let me see what it was that. Well, I have I don't know in New York in the city, you guys have electric or gas stoves, but we have gas stoves. And I remember having a griddle, like now cooking steaks on the griddle. And of course, those big juicy porterhouse or T-bones or whatever it was I was cooking at the time. And the oil, olive oil. I cook with olive oil, so I remember it just getting on and going like this. Luckily I had a fire extinguisher in the kitchen, smart enough to do that at least. That could have been all bad. So, hey, and I'm a pretty good cook, believe it or not. So
What was
it was
it?
just like one of those steak.
So it was the steak that caught on fire itself. Was you trying to do like the
Yeah,
flambe
because
thing?
not so much. It's just when you set a iron griddle on top of two gas eyes, but it's thin enough where the oil can leak into the. Come on now, that just ain't bright boy. So hey, we human. That happened to me. So needless to say, between the smoke alarms going off an hour and cleaning up the mess, it was not cool.
Oh
But
my
my house
God.
didn't catch on fire, so that was a blessing. But hey, it happens to the best of us. Some of us, I guess, maybe not all of us. Maybe you ain't ever had that problem, but I did.
Oh my
So
gosh. Well,
thanks for
I
that
don't
question.
I don't have those issues, me personally. Because I can cook.
You can throw down. You saying you can cook?
I can
Oh,
cook. I cook a
hey,
lot.
that's still the way to that's still the way to a man's heart now. Believe it or not, cooking a woman that can cook, you'd be surprised how many ladies ain't cooking these days. Woo!
No, it's not. It's not. You know why? Because there's a lot of independent women that raise their sons how to cook. That don't mean nothing no more. You got to be able to have personality, cook,
Right.
clean, do laundry, raise kids, know how to manage a budget,
Take care
how
of
to like
business.
real stuff. You got to like really bring everything to the table. You need to be able to have interchangeable wigs,
Right.
interchangeable clothes. You need to be able to
Right.
have different names. You need to be able to like really like it's a whole long list of stuff that men want now. I think the roles have changed a lot when it comes down
Right.
to men and women and what they want. So yes, it was back in the day, just cook and you could find somebody. It don't take just cooking no more.
Oh, I know that, but it's still good when you find somebody that can throw down. Because home cooked meals, I'm tired of DoorDash.
We could talk about DoorDash all day. I tell you that right now. But I think everybody in this pandemic is really like, just relying on what they can rely on. You know what I'm saying? So another question to you would be
Yes.
around that, like the pandemic, now that things are lightening up, what are you up to? Like, what is going on now?
I just shot another video today, and I'm at a photo shoot doing just like studio photo shoot for promo flyers and stuff like that. But I am starting to get requests to be booked for shows, live shows. So it's starting to come at me, especially in the South. I'm going to try to start targeting the South a little more. They got a little greater appreciation at the
Right.
moment from what I'm seeing for those type of things. They seem to come out in droves and support those artists, those Southern soul artists. And my R&B is kind of right there in the pocket to some degree of some of that music. It definitely, the Southern soul DJs are loving what I'm doing, so I'm gonna show them some love. I'm actually partnering with a few of them in music and promotions and stuff. So look for some I'm connecting with anybody that's serious about helping each other in this industry, because like you said earlier, we're damn near Amway without a record deal. Without a mainstream deal, you're damn near a pyramid scheme as an industry. Think about it, sis.
Yep.
Everybody's feeding off of everybody. It is so we got to figure out how to make money and put our ego and pride and our tendency to not trust each other. If we do good business, paperwork, contracts, keep
Right.
your word.
Right.
It's not a pipe dream to me. It's just when you think about how white people handle their business, they do the business and they let their personalities and personal things step out of the way first. It's about that money. They'll be like, "Hey, Bob, what's up, Bob?" And get the paperwork and get their money. And then if they don't like you, you won't even know it. I mean, I'm not saying be fake. I'm saying get your business in order. Be about your
Right.
business first, and don't let your ego and pride get in the way of opportunities that someone else y'all can basically help each other, man. You gotta do better.
Wow. Yeah, I don't think that.
So looking forward to some live shows in the future.
Yes, because it's coming. Everything is
Go
opening
ahead.
up now, so you're able to be everywhere now, do a lot more than you was able to do before. And nobody, we do miss and love your lives on Instagram, so that is something that we got accustomed to. But I would love to see you really out there in the streets and having it live while you're talking to a crowd of people and giving them the breakdown and stuff like that. For those that do not follow Saint Jaimz, please follow him. I'm gonna toss his Instagram up there now. Make sure y'all follow him and such. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Let's go.
So my next question is, what are some of the struggles that come along with success that you've had, especially being an indie artist? Like, what are some things that you have dealt with? Thank you, false prophets.
The challenge is, being at my age, which to me is not a big deal to me because they say black don't crack, and that's what I'm hearing. And then
Yeah,
you think
man.
about Charlie Wilson, Smokey Robinson still singing. You're never too old to do music and do what you love, specifically in this industry. You just got to stay in your lane. Like I'm
Right.
53 and I'm doing R&B. I'm not interested in necessarily trying to be loved by a younger generation. I'm sure they'll respect my business and my music, but that's not may not be their preference. Baskin and Robbins has 31 flavors. It's still ice cream though, baby. Even if you don't
Right.
only want one flavor, but you can't go into Baskin Robbins and eat all 31.
Right. 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 So now we got another crazy question.
Good.
All right. If aliens came, would you prefer the robotic aliens or the mammal-like aliens, and why?
I would probably prefer the robotic like aliens.
Why?
Because when they do anal probes, I can't think of somebody trying to probe me with flesh. You asked.
I don't know if I want to ask any more questions.
Hey, but you watch X-Files. You know how X-Files always some anal probe going on. Like, why you always go straight to the anal probe? Come on
He
now. Nah,
said
I would
not
rather
the
a
flesh.
robot do that than.
I don't know, man. I don't know how to even move forward past this right now. Yo,
Hey, I gotta give
cracking
you
up.
a wacky answer for
I love
a
it.
wacky answer for a wacky question, baby. That's
I
what's
love it
up.
because you had me thinking for a second, like maybe I wouldn't want a flesh one either. I don't know.
Right. Exactly.
I started in my head like, wait a minute, what if they did come down here? But I wasn't thinking about that. Like for me, I thought
Right.
about aliens in a way of like their technology, right? Like if the machine ones come down here, like either way, I'm dying. I'm just gonna give up. I don't even have
Right.
5 minutes for the bullshit. Like they
Right.
say, oh, we want to see it now. Where they at? They can take me now. Like
Right.
obviously God is not here, and this is just going shit. And this is what it is. I was waiting for God to come, and this is y'all the aliens. I'm done. I'm just gonna go to the aliens and just take me, because I don't have a leader, nothing. Just take me. I'm done. I said, if we had an apocalypse, right? Like if the zombies came, I'm putting my kids out, and then I'm going out
Right.
behind them. I don't want to fight. I have no fight in me.
Right.
I'm not
Right.
fighting aliens.
Exactly.
Who you?
Yeah, me
This
either.
ain't no
I'm not exactly.
no, I'm not. Think about it. Like, you ever see like The Walking Dead? Yo, they've been walking around for a long time.
A
Like
long time.
a long time. It's been 7 years. Can
Too
you
long.
imagine doing 10 years in apocalypse, son? And zombies is here? Like, I couldn't do it. Saint, ain't no singing in the world to keep me. I don't know. Couldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. Not me.
I wouldn't do it either, sis.
It's it. I'll give up. Let you be a machine. Let you be a machine. Did you see Terminator?
Yes.
Did you see the Transformers?
Yes.
How do you even get machinery
Yes.
stuff to put it together? Like, who builds this stuff? Like, that's the thing. Like, where you get the
I don't know
materials
who
from to
comes.
build the spaceship? I'm so
Right.
serious. This is
Man,
really
come on,
serious to
man.
me. I question everything. So, my next question to
Right.
you, right?
Absolutely.
Thank you for entertaining me. I remember
You're welcome.
on one of your lives, you mentioned Spotify had took away some of the streams from the Being Gentle count, and it was frustrating. And it seemed like, that's what it seemed like. It says, it said, how did that work out for you once and after you contacted them? Like, were you able to fix that?
Well, you know what? Honestly, after Thanksgiving, my whole Spotify was shut down for 2 months. I had to move. I lost a lot of streams in that 2 month period. I try not to go backwards. I try not to live in regret, but I had no control over it. They owe me money. Well, my distributor, and I'm not going to even name drop. I'm just going to say my distributor that I was going through is a publicly known distributor that probably a lot of independent artists use anyway. Okay. So distributor, they said that my strings were fake. And so that's impossible. Second of
Right.
all, second of all, how you gonna tell me to tell my family and friends that streaming my stuff on repeat isn't helping me? I mean, who talks like that? Why you're paying me 28 cents a stream
Right.
for a record I should be getting $1 for? Now, at a 1.5 million streams, at 98, at even 70 cents a stream, which I think Tidal was damn near giving 50 cents on the dollar. And I'm saying that name because that's why that platform is under a situation where everybody's trying to obtain it. Jay-Z had it, and then I think he's moving on from it. And some other company was trying to buy Tidal out. But these other companies, man, Spotify said that my distributor said that my streams weren't organic. So they were both pointing fingers at each other. Spotify said it was my distributor. My distributor said it was Spotify. I'm right. I'm wondering who the hell's who. So needless to say, I took my whole catalog. And moved it to Empire distribution, and everything's been awesome ever since. My Pandora's taken off. My streams have been cool, and so I'm out of some nice amount of money that I put in. These playlists aren't going to spend themselves. These streams ain't going to come. You gotta work this stuff, man. It's crazy. It's a lot of work. So needless to say, I lost 2 months of streams on every record, man. So I should be well over 2 million for the EP and well over 1 million for Gentle. But I'm about to hit the million streams for Being Gentle as a single. And we're about 1.5 almost for the EP. And we're just getting started, man.
Wow. Thank you. That's a lot. I'm happy that you was able to
It's a whole
fix
lot.
that and get that together. So my next question
It
is,
still sucked because go ahead.
no. Come on, keep going. I know it. Just go ahead.
It really sucked. I just want to speak that because these artists think that when you get these streams that you can buy 1,000 streams, buy 1 million. You don't want to buy streams. What you want to do is get on a playlist, the Spotify playlist. You want to get on the editorials. You want get to know some curators, people that make decisions on where your song is going to go on that playlist. And the higher your song is on the playlist, the more streams you get. That's the problem with a lot of artists. They don't know that if you're paying $10, $15, $20 to get on the playlist, you're probably going to be in the lower 30, 50 songs on the playlist. You ain't going to be in the top 10. So you gotta recognize, you gotta get higher up on the playlist to get your spins up. Second of all, you gotta have money. It's gonna cost you bread. And you need to, and if you got money that you're spending on all your little fringe benefits and frivolous stuff, your Jordans and all your nonsense,
Right.
dead all of that. Put that money on your record so you can make back your money that you're invested in while you make the records. It costs money to go into the studio, to write, to produce, buy tracks, and record everything. You got to at least recoup the money you spent on making the song. That's the only way. That's the only way this makes sense.
Right.
It don't make sense to make records. You can't make your money back for what it costs you to make the song. We ain't talk about the extra stuff, merchandising and shows and streams and all that. But to make your money back for what it cost you to make the record, you have to stream, you have to sell merchandise. You got to make your money back. Otherwise, it makes no sense. And if you ain't make no dollars, it ain't making sense.
Makes sense, right? Thank you, Saint. I needed that. You know, I like
You're
when
welcome.
you start.
Thanks for letting.
I like when you go off a little bit because you always bring so much. No, you said like the last time we did the interview, you bring so much to the table, and I like when you're free to talk. And this platform, you're always free to talk. You will always be able to share. You will always be able to hit the notes that you need to hit because there's people that's watching this that need to hear this. There's people that's coming up behind you that's like probably not understanding what's happening. Maybe with the same distributors that, you know, stuff is happening to them and they need to know like, where can I go? What can I do? So never hold back. I understand other platforms might be like, you know, the way they are. What up, Saint? What we talking about?
Regimented. Right.
What up? Let's talk about it. Now I
That's
ain't going to get to the next question. Let's go right here. What's up? So, but now I'm going to get to the next question. Tell us a little bit about our original records. What is the original records? Make It Do What It Do, and this D. Like, what is up with this? And oh my God.
Well, let's be clear. No R&B singing, red-blooded man in his right mind ain't gonna sing to the ladies. Ain't gonna be talking about loving and sex and some level of intimacy. Now, you know, with all respect to my brother R. Kelly, there is no R&B without R. Kelly. And I just want to shout out R. Kelly, and I don't care what people's reaction to that is.
Music is good, man.
I'm just saying he's been accused of a crime. He has not yet been convicted. So until he's been convicted, you got to keep your opinions to whatever you want to be, but you cannot discount this man's contribution to the rhythm and blues genre and our music industry. So with that being said, somebody got to fill in the void a little bit with some songs that give you that vibe too. We can't be all up in the club, trapped to soul, everybody at the trap house.
Right.
You know, I respect, you know, real people are working every day, needing music that's going to help them get through their work day, their personal problems, their relationship breakups. And with this pandemic being what it is, more couples are forced to deal with the fact of who they laying next to when they wake up every morning, because who you're laying next to may not be the person you're supposed to be with, and this pandemic has exposed that, because now you're forced to be around this mug every day. And you realize, whoa, what was I thinking? So, you know, and so as you transition out of a negative or unhealthy relationship or a toxic situation, back in the day, Anita Baker helped me make it through. Luther Vandross helped me make it through. You know, Bobby Womack, If You Think You're Lonely Now, you know what I'm saying? Them kind of records, they missing. So I'm just trying to do what I can in my own area. I stay in my lane. I try to stay within my niche, and I focus on the demographic that loves what I do. That's it.
Right. I love some R. Kelly to this day. I think artistry need to be looked at as artistry. Nobody is perfect, and everybody have their own little baggage and stuff. You know, we could pull that out the hat. Everybody, every last one of them, whether he did it or he didn't, the music is great and it's still iconic and it's still hitting. I still listen to it, and I don't know how anybody feel about that. It's just music. And before you knew he did all of this, he was bumping his music at barbecues. So stop it.
Yes,
before you knew anything
and you was going to a show.
Stuff, you were sitting there listening to it, just like the Michael Jackson thing. You know what I'm saying? You were sitting there listening to Michael Jackson, knowing that this might be a truth or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? But it's the music. The music is its own thing. Like, I don't know. That's how I feel about it. So tell us a little bit more about Make It Do What It Do. I need to know about this song.
Okay. So Make It Do What It Do is the due to having the morning quickie before you go to work. And you know how that be. You know, you did your thing at night, everybody wake up, you know, you got to get the breath right, or you don't care about the breath being right. Just turn her just turn her over, or she turn you over. Shit, depending on how aggressive your lady is, she might turn you over. So, and after you get ready, you got both of y'all late for work, but it was worth it. You know what I'm saying? We got to get back to talking about what's the stuff that, I mean, records supposed to be fun. Music is supposed to be about life and not just the humdrum negative stuff. I love to make it do what it do record. And then the whole make it do what it do is like a play on Ray Charles. I'm gonna make it do what it do, baby. You know, I'm gonna make it do what it do, baby.
Right.
You know, that kind of thing. You know what I'm saying?
And then this D. Now that was very, very explicit. Listen, I get it. I really do. I get it. But I want you to say what made you create this and give it this name? No other better.
Okay. Okay. If Cardi B, and no disrespect to the sister, she doing her thing. Her and Megan and all them. I got a lot of love for them sisters, man, because not so much as what their content is, but that they're breaking barriers and they're making money and they're stars and they're just doing it, you know. So, but if they can talk about WAP, why can't a brother talk about this D? With, you know, and I can still do that without being vulgar. And you notice there was not a vulgar lyric there, all implied, all suggestive, classy, grown.
But aren't we grown though? Can't we have these conversations around sex and music made about sex when, honestly speaking, sex is called making beautiful music at some point anyway?
Come on.
Music is sex. I just feel like we should be able to do it. Let's be grown. You know, I think it's where a lot of the people, they get this society view of who's the age range that's listening to it and how it's influencing them. But if you ask me, right, nobody did. I feel like if your children are tuned into this, then maybe you need to question your parenting. And if it's outside, maybe you need to have a conversation with your child when your child is mimicking these lyrics. And you'd have that conversation. Hey, you know what they're saying? How much do you really know about it? I tell you what, can you not sing that outside? Because then people going to view you like this, or people might view you like this. You might put yourself in danger like that. I think that's the only time when all this stuff becomes crazy. But when it's adults, be an adult. Everybody is sleeping around with everybody. Stop playing. Stop playing. There's a bunch of Donna Dash babies that's running around here.
Listen, there's more. There's more sexual. There's more suggestive sexual stuff on the Family Guy and the Simpsons than on my record. I don't want to hear it. They say more. They say more ass and titties and all kinds of stuff on Fox News or Fox, you know, all that. So I don't want to hear them complain about their record. Believe it or not, some of the places I boost my records in Facebook, I share some of the groups. You know, there's some real touchy people, like, you know, trying to block or not allow my video to be played in certain R&B groups. I don't know the names. Like, yeah, they get all people block you and have you. Like, I got my promoter. She'll submit some of my stuff in some of these rooms, and some people get defensive. I mean, I don't get it, but I just try to, you know, tried to make sure the record didn't have a cuss word in it. Right. It was very clean. Listen, now say you got. Do you know how the hook goes? Giving you this D. Okay, so say that with me. Say that for a minute. Say giving you this D.
Okay.
Dictionary. Now my word is, now I'm gonna give you a D word for every word, and you can fill in a damn blank. Say that again.
Giving you this D. Giving
Dictionary.
you this D.
Diamond ring.
Giving you this D.
Diet Coke. That's it. So you fill in the damn blank, and we good.
Oh my God. Say, look, here's one of my final questions for you, my love. What do you do to relax? I know you're at a shoot, you're always running around, you're always busy. What do you do to relax?
Well, anybody that knows me know I live in California. You know what we known for. Let's start there. Second part.
You just gonna skip over that, huh? Just gonna skip over. I do that to relax.
Hey, we might have. I want to show some love and respect to those in the audience that may, people people still stigmatize cannabis as an issue for the Black community. Of course, and now it's a global commerce that's and recreational federally passed laws. It's a big time multi-billion-dollar IPO in business, but when we do it, it's criminalized. So and we gotta and shaking that whole sitting on the street corner with dirty nails, smoking blunts. That's just kind of like disrespectful to us as a people. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not, the cannabis is a big time multi-billion-dollar industry now, and white folks are getting rich as ever, as much, and some brothers and sisters are too. So you can't minimize cannabis as something negative when people that have cancer, major illnesses and issues, stomach issues, Crohn's disease, use cannabis, CBD, all that stuff, and we cannot go back to we can't primitize the whole game of cannabis and make it negative. But for the sake of argument, I love marijuana, and my doctor, my primary doctor, physician, because I served 16 years in the military, and they tore my body up. Now I may make it look good, but I'll be in pain a lot of times. And to me, I better take that than a bunch of narcotic type,
and opiates and all that.
Oh, absolutely, because I'm not interested in that. So I smoke a little marijuana and I sit in that beautiful hot tub that I spend all that money in, making sure I can detox and regroup every night, twice a day, once in the morning before my work day, and in the evening after my long day. I love to sit in my hot tub and I smoke my joint, because I don't smoke blunts because my voice. That's why I can still sing to hit them notes, because I don't smoke the blunts.
Tell them.
I love blunts. I love blunts, but I got to lay off them, because you'll be like, you be sounding like Marge Simpson in a minute. So I'm good. So, yeah. But yeah, or Louis Armstrong. I see mercy.
We're not ready for you to sound like that yet. It's not that time yet. Okay. So chill in the hot tub with your joint. Okay. That's how you relax, right? I love it.
That's what's up.
So tell everybody where they can find you. I already put down for them to follow you on Saint Jaimz, but you also have SaintJaims.com. Tell them about the next project you got coming up. First of all, let's talk about your next upcoming project. Because I see you. Are you managing?
I got one more song.
Wait, are you managing other artists right now? Is that what I saw?
I'm producing other. Yeah, kind of. You're watching me produce other artists, and like the Quincy Jones used to do. He said he presented Tamia to us. He brought Tevin Campbell out, James Ingram. So I'm a producer. So I'm bringing artists out, but I'm partnering with these independent artists, and we're basically going 50-50 on the music and the ideas. And then since I got a little traction, this is how you pull people up without pulling yourself down. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes if you try to help everybody and bring everybody up, and you pay for everything, it don't help you. So, but by partnering with people with the traction that I already got, it helps bring that independent artist into a little bit of limelight, or I can have the people that follow me follow them and help them build their network. I really believe in supporting and pulling up the independent underdog artists, because there's a lot of talented people out here who will never get a shot. And so, they got it, but it doesn't mean stop and give up on what you believe in. Right.
Thank you so much, Saint.
So
now you can tell everybody. Now you can tell everybody where they can follow you at.
Okay. SaintJaims.com. Do we still say www in front of it now, or we just go SaintJaims.com?
You don't have to. You don't have to.
Okay. SaintJaims.com. SaintJaimz.com. My official website. Go check it out. I'm still tweaking it, but it's looking good. I'm trying to get listen, as I evolve and get better, I want my graphics, everything's got to get better. Young independent artists out there, don't get down on yourself because your visuals aren't superb or super polished right now. You do the best that you can with what you got. People that know what's up will understand that you're building it. So don't knock yourself for not having the dopest visuals and stuff. You will get better. You will grow, and as you get more income, or you can financially afford to, you get better and better. So don't knock yourself. So that's how I feel. I feel like even though my stuff is better, I can get even better. And as long as you stay humble and hungry for greatness, it's always room for improvement. Never get down on yourself. So that's what's up with the website and everything I'm doing and all the artists, everything I'm trying to do. I appreciate you guys for having me on the show again. Rema, you are awesome. I'll be watching you, girl. You be getting, every time I look at your profile, I'm like, there's another picture, there's another shot, there's a video, there's a joke, there's a meme. You're killing the game right now. I thought I was the busiest person on social media, girl. You killing it.
Wait till you see what I was doing earlier today. So early today, just really quickly, I did a panel. I spoke on a panel today from 12, from I think I did 1 to 2. And then I went outside of my community and I'm giving clothes out to the community. And then I came upstairs, ran up here to do this interview with you. And as I leave this interview, I'm going back outside to the community to finish packing up and giving the clothes out.
Nice.
I would like to say, it takes us, and you did a lot of just reaching back down and telling everybody like, look, I could pull you up. I want to help those that want to help themselves and stuff like that. We as people need to think about our give back before we think about what we asking for. Just to put this out there, I am doing an initiative to raise $20,000 for my birthday next month to give back. So last year I raised $2,100 for my first car. I wasn't able to do it due to me having no insurance and all sorts of stuff, but I had a good birthday. And then I was like, God, I want a car. And this is for everybody that's watching. I was like, God, I want a car. And then I said, I can say that though, because I have a license. I said, how many people can't say that? And I was an old person getting a license. And I was like, how many people can't say that they want a car or get a license? So I decided that I'm going to help out some youth and get them their license for my birthday.
So there it is.
So
nice.
We giving back all year long.
So hey, so send me your Cash App. I got you.
When I put it together, I'll send you all the information. How about that?
Please do. I got you. I love to help. Whatever I can do, sis.
I thank you so much. Everybody that tuned in, this is the Indie Rollout exclusives with your girl, Rema The Great. You can follow me at I am Rema The Great on Twitter and on Instagram. I'm going back to Twitter, y'all. Just bear with me. And my Facebook, is Radio Rema Harvell. And I love you guys. Shout out to our sponsors, HoodMedia.Nyc. Shout out to Vaughn James. Shout out to Mike Christie. Shout out to everybody.
Vaughn James.
Girl, Rema,
Vaughn James. That's
right.
What's up, Vaughn James? What's up, baby?
He's watching. Hi, Vaughn.
That's what's up. What's up, Vaughn?
Get back to it. I love you much. Thank you so much for your time. You're always more than welcome.
Thanks,
I'll see you in a few months. We're going to check back in with you in the fall. All right?
That's what's up.
All right.
That's what's
Good
up.
night, y'all.
Stay tuned. Hey, stay tuned. Hey, stay tuned for Make It Do some more D.
Yes, sir. Have a good one, y'all. Good night.
All right. Good night. Bye-bye.